I went through a lot, and I wish I could have done so much different or better, but it's not too late.
And I'm forgotten. Forgotten. Yeah, so they forgot about me.
Really, it's me against the world, and I have to do what I have to do. In this world, you're alone.
Her popular name is Vanessa Chettle. Her real name is Vanessa Chettle, and by now I know you might be wondering what happened to her. If you are a fan of her, then you must have realized that her change is shocking. Her once glamorous image faded, and Vanessa became a shadow of her former self. Vanessa, popularly known as Vanessa Chettle, got married at the age of 18 to a 6-year-old white man. Their relationship raised eyebrows and invited media attention. Vanessa became popular because of her charming looks. Her public persona began to blossom as she featured in events, photo shoots, and media interviews, where her charm and confidence captured the interest of audiences. She started hanging around influential figures, celebrities like Prezzo and Enrico Mondi. She even did a project with Vera Sidika and other celebrities. She was an actress in Nairobi Diaries series. She even once said that she is only social for the elites.
I'm a social elite. That means I'm a social person, but only for the elite people.
Vanessa's real lifestyle was lavish and luxurious. Most of her time was spent on clubs, bars, partying, drinking, and even smoking. She even got a nickname Queen Shisha because she liked smoking shisha. She became one of the rising stars in Nairobi celebrity circuit after her presence was noticed by influential figures. Imagine, her presence alone became valuable to the club owners, event organizers, and even brands. Her photos were used as posters just to attract people. On her Instagram page, she posted this: "Always been a rebel." On 29th of July 2014. A rebel is a person who acts or shows opposition or disobedient. You cannot cage or set rules for a rebel. She does whatever she wants. Today we are going to dive deep into her story, especially what led to her shocking downfall. Stay tuned and remember to subscribe. Vanessa Chettle, whose real name is Vanessa Chettle, was born on 30th October 1994 in Eldoret, Uasin County. She grew up as a stubborn, rebellious child who would run away from home several times and come back when she wants. Imagine a girl below 16 years slipping away from home for days without anyone knowing her whereabouts. She was raised by her dad and stepmom. Little is known about her biological mother. She doesn't talk about her, and sometimes when asked about her real mother, she ignores the question. When Vanessa reached 16 years, she left home to Nairobi, and this time round it was to meet a 60-year-old boyfriend after meeting on Facebook and chatting for a while. This man was older than her dad. The city life and freedom of staying away from home captured her and made her end up in Nairobi. Her education started in Eldoret. She studied at Lions School and later attended Graffin's College in Westlands, Nairobi. This is where she did her diploma in business management. Vanessa did not like staying at home, so she moved from Eldoret to Lavington in Nairobi to live with her 60-year-old husband. Vanessa was not worried about her marriage since her own father supported her decision. They lived happily but only for 2 years, and this is because Vanessa got into a party life. She became a party girl. She got into event hosting, posing with celebrities, and she was becoming popular. The husband did not like this, and at some point Vanessa felt caged. She wanted freedom, and remember, this is a man at his 60s. The man became jealous and controlling. They ultimately parted ways, and Vanessa now can do whatever she wishes, especially to party. The man got disappointed after rumors broke out that Vanessa is spreading HIV in Nairobi. Vanessa used to receive a lot of trolling. After a breakup, Vanessa bought her own simple apartment and a car. Vanessa was gifted a car by the old man, but when they broke up, she left everything because she got all she needed. She had fame, money flowing, she is independent, and she's also doing some gigs, and this was a life she wanted. Due to the freedom, Vanessa partied almost every time. Her lifestyle was not simple. She was taking drugs like cocaine, which by then costed Kenya shillings 5,000 per gram. This was a lot of money. Vanessa was overspending and she was never saving or investing because of drug addiction. The process of enjoying her life, going to photo shoots, her naked photos leaked at some point, and this shocked many.
It leaked. Yeah. Now we have nude photos of socialite Vanessa Chettle that were leaked early in the week.
Yeah. I think she just leaked them.
No, she didn't. She had said that she fell out with the photographer. And those photos were private.
Nobody believed her because of the image she used to portray. After leaving a white man, she tried other relationships with celebrities she never disclosed. People suspected this to be preso because they were too close. But again, relationships she tried were short-lived. According to Vanessa, drug addiction, fake friends, and her recklessness affected her so badly. She even mentioned that she was dating a guy in the entertainment industry who was powerful. The guy used his power to finish her completely. Vanessa found herself struggling financially and mentally. Everything started to collapse. Friends were leaving one by one. Remember, Vanessa never invested anything. Now this gave her huge debts that she was not able to repay. She faced auctioneers. Everything that belonged to her was taken. A friend of her tried to help her get another place and a house for survival. This is where she tried acting. She joined Nairobi Diaries series just for survival. She was being paid 30,000 Kenya shillings per episode and sometimes paid again if the episode rerun. Vanessa entered into a serious depression, especially seeing her crew betraying her at her lowest moments. Her own DJ, who she started with at scratch, also left. This made her quit Nairobi Diaries after doing only one episode. This time, she was heading back home to Eldoret. Life was unbearable in Nairobi. This was in the year 2016. Remember, she had sold her car for 1 million and were gone on drugs. The event that Vanessa did and disappeared was at Simba village. It was an event for Jamhuri Day. This event was meant to welcome her home. After this, she went out completely from the limelight to a secret life. She stayed at her father's place for only 3 months, then moved to stay with her maternal grandmother. At this point, she still had hope that her fame, connection, and her contacts will one day come through for her. But nothing happened. Nobody cared. She was quickly forgotten. Her continued stay at home for months and months made her family see her like a failure and burden. She really felt betrayed. Her fame was gone and friends were gone too. It was her against the world. It was Vanessa against the public. Vanessa against her family. Staying at home became uncomfortable, so she traveled to Mombasa using the small savings she had left in a bank account. This was to escape shame and try to start over. In Mombasa, she lived as a backpacker. Life was still expensive, but then she got a man who made her pregnant and disappeared. This was her first child coming. She stayed for 7 months in Mombasa, then traveled again to Nairobi. This time round was not Lavington but South Sea. She stayed at a friend's house until she gave birth to a firstborn called Anna. Before leaving Nairobi, she met another guy called Maina. She started dating and Vanessa got pregnant again of her second child called Africa. Maina seemed to be a family friend. The relationship was short-lived and she decided to go back home in Eldoret with a child and pregnant. That was in the year 2018. In Eldoret, she tried looking for jobs, especially in clubs. She had experience in hosting. She was looking for gigs, and at this time she left the child with her stepmother, that is Anna, her firstborn. The situation at home was worse than before, especially this time round that she has a child and also pregnant. She was getting small money from her hustle that was only enough for diapers. She was losing her mind. Her dad tried to chip in, but he had a lot of children and responsibility. His help was never sufficient. In Eldoret, Vanessa was not able to afford cocaine and other drugs she was used to. She started drinking alcohol due to addiction and stress. Life was becoming tougher daily to a point where she sold her phone and stayed without communication for 6 months. She used to survive at a place called Mangula, a place where the lost youths would go just to chill, drink and even smoke. She made new and supportive friends there. But this was not her class before. Vanessa has changed physically and she was losing weight. Luckily, one day she reconnected with her baby daddy, the father of Africa, her second child, and life was a bit smooth. Her lifestyle improved and people on the internet started noticing her whereabouts. The new trolling made her want to stay private. People close to her boyfriend started to accuse that Africa is not the biological son of their friend. Africa was looking like an Indian. The trolling also was directed to her boyfriend, as most people on the internet negatively talked about the appearance of her man. The man had rastas on his head. The man did not care, but the issue on his baby made the relationship end again this time. After a breakup, Vanessa lived with her new friend. They started sharing expenses, but the issue came up and they started fighting over many issues, including a man. One day she came back to the house and found her belongings outside. She carried her bag and went to a place called Chettle, full of Kalenjins. She stayed there for 3 years until she eventually got on her feet. She got a nice small place of her own and started managing a bar. At Chettle, she met another guy and started dating. She got pregnant of her third child. As she was coming from work one day using a motorbike, they got involved in an accident that led to premature birth. The baby was 6 months only and was put in an incubator for 5 days before the baby died due to too much cold in her chest. The relationship was full of blames, and this relationship also ended. Vanessa has passed through 8 years of darkness. She suffers depression, drug addiction. Daily, she tries to make positive change. She is willing to go to therapists, and according to her, she needs someone to talk to. At the time this video is made, Vanessa had already visited the governor of Uasin Gishu through the help of Oga Obina and Luanga TV, who went and looked for Vanessa in her secret place on September 2024.